Welcome to the online learning program of MSBT Lead Learning at Your Doorstep. I am Mrs. Rita Vora, lecturer from Thakur Polytechnic, Mumbai. Digital Techniques is the course for the third semester. Students, you have already covered courses like Basic Electronics, C Programming. Digital Techniques is linked to these courses. Also, Digital Techniques plays a major role in courses like Digital Communication, Embedded Systems, Microcontroller, Mobile Communication, and many other courses. The first unit of this course is Number System and Codes. What all shall we cover in this presentation? The contents are digital system and its applications, the types of signals, digital and analog. What are the advantages and disadvantages of digital signals and analog signals? We shall do the comparison of the digital signals and the analog signals. What is binary logic and logic levels? This shows the concept map where the two types of signals, analog signals and digital signals are shown. The application of the analog signals are temperature sensors, FM radio signals, light sensors and photocells. Similarly, for the digital signals, the applications are computers, CD, television, medical equipment. Learning objective. To relate digital techniques with communication systems, industrial process control, medical equipment, military systems, and many others. So towards the end of this session, the understanding of the analog and the digital signal will be helpful towards better learning of the principles of communication systems, the industrial process control, the medical equipment, the military systems, and so on. In most modern electronic devices, such as mobile telephones and computers, they depend on digital electronics. Digital electronics normally is based on logic circuits. What is a digital system? A digital system is a combination of devices that are designed to manipulate the logical information that are represented in digital form, which is 0 and 1. These devices are mostly electronic, but they can be mechanical, they can be magnetic or pneumatic. Some familiar digital systems, what comes in mind is digital computers, digital calculators, optical switches, telephone system, which is the world's largest digital system. Certain typical applications of digital system are computers, digital watches, mobile phones, military application, medical equipment, and I'm sure you can add to the list. Signals. What are the types of signals and what is a signal? A signal is an electric current that is used for carrying data or information from one system to another. What is an analog signal? An analog signal is a continuous signal in which one time varying quantity represents another time-based variable. The analog signal can be represented by a sine wave, whereas a digital signal is a non-continuous signal. It is a discrete time signal. The digital signal carries information in the binary form and is represented by a square wave. While talking of analog signals, we describe the behavior of the wave in respect of amplitude, frequency, and phase of the wave. Whereas in case of digital signal, we describe the behavior of the wave in respect to the bit rate and the bit interval. Digital versus analog. The two diagrams over here tell us how an analog signal, the output is varying continuously in step with the input. Whereas in case of a digital signal, the output varies at discrete voltage levels, which is shown by a high or a low. Let us see some of the benefits of the digital over the analog. Reproducibility. The digital systems such as your digital watches, digital calculators, computers, so on can be processed using the digital signals. The reproduction of such devices is much better compared to the analog systems. The digital signal is not easily affected by noise. It is immune to noise. Ease of design. The digital systems which can be processed using the digital signal are having simple design and not complex designs. The data protection is much better in case of digital signals. It is programmable and hence more versatile. The digital systems which are processed with the help of digital signals have got a higher speed compared to that of analog systems. Also, they are cost effective and the cost is low compared to that of analog signals and analog systems. You should now attempt the MCQ set 1 so that your concepts will get cleared. Coming to the characteristics of analog signals. These types of signals, they are electronic signals and are time varying. We can represent the analog signal with minimum and maximum values which are either positive or negative. They can be periodic or non-periodic. Analog signals are represented by continuous wave, so they work on continuous data. Analog signal helps us to measure the natural or the physical values, which can be temperature, pressure, and so on. Then what are the characteristics of the digital signal? The digital signal are discrete signals. They will have only two values, 0 and 1. This type of electronic signals can be processed and transmitted much better than compared to your analog signals. Since they are versatile, the digital signals are widely used. Digital signal can be compressed relatively easy, and this is possible because there are many compression techniques or algorithms available. And that is why the efficiency of transmission is increased in case of digital signals. Advantages of analog signal. The analog signal is much easy to process and hence it is best suited for audio and video transmissions. Also, the analog signal has infinite amount of data and therefore because of the higher density it can present more refined information. It provides more accurate representation of a sound. These are the few advantages of analog signal. Advantages of digital signal. A digital signal is not easily affected by noise and hence there is very less distortion as far as digital signal is concerned. The digital signals are easier to transmit and they are much more reliable. The digital data can be easily compressed. Now, there are a number of compressing algorithms available, one of them being the Gray code, about which we shall study in the subsequent sessions. Any information in the digital form can be encrypted. Now, why is encryption necessary? We need to prevent the loss of data and the corruption of data due to the noise. There are certain encryptions like CRC, cyclic redundancy code, which is done during the transmission of digital data, and this will provide error-free digital signal reception. The equipment that are used in digital signals are more common and hence less expensive. Disadvantages of analog signals. The analog tends to have a lower quality signal than digital. This is because of noise. The quality signal deteriorates. The cables in case of analog signals are sensitive to external influences. To reduce the transmission loss, what we require is high-grade copper cables or multi-strand wires, and which makes it expensive. Also, the cost of the analog wire is high and they are not easily portable. There is low availability of models with digital interfaces for analog signals. Also, it offers limitation in editing. It is quite difficult to synchronize analog sound. A very complex amplifiers will be required in order to maintain the sound quality, but still the sound quality will not be that good. The data can become corrupted. These are certain disadvantages of analog. Some of the disadvantages of digital signal. Sampling may cause loss of information. Now, sampling and quantization needs to be done in order to convert an analog continuous time signal to a digital discrete time signal, and this may cause loss of information. Also, it may develop quantization and round-off errors. A to D and D to A demands mixed signal hardware. When we are dealing with varying analog signals like say high frequency, low amplitude, etc., we require mixed signal digital hardware for their processing, and this makes it complex. It requires greater bandwidth. One of the disadvantages of the digital signal is that it will require a greater bandwidth. Systems and processing is more complex. Signal processing and amplification for daily use like say radio, music system is simpler in case of analog, but will require a complex set of digital systems like digital analog to digital converter, sampling systems, DSP and so on, and which can make the system more complex. Now coming to the difference between the analog and the digital signals. By now you should be able to point out the comparison of the analog signal and the digital signals. When we say analog signal, obviously what comes in mind is a continuous wave, whereas in case of a digital signal it is a discrete wave. An analog signal, we can denote it by sine waves, triangular waves and so on. Whereas in case of a digital signal, it is denoted by pulse signals. Analog is a continuous range of values that will help you to represent the information. Whereas in case of digital signal, it uses discrete 0 and 1 to represent the information or the data. Certain applications as far as analog signal is concerned are the temperature sensors, FM radio signals, transducers, light sensors, resistive touch screen, electronic amplifiers. Whereas in case of digital signals, the computers, CDs, DVDs are some of the examples. The analog signal has got a low bandwidth, whereas a digital signal has got a higher bandwidth. Analog signals, they are getting deteriorated by noise, whereas the digital signals are relatively immune to noise. The frequent changes in processing of analog signals in analog systems is not flexible, whereas in digital signal processing in the digital systems they offer flexibility. The analog signals are best suited for audio and video transmission, whereas the digital signals are suited for computing and digital electronics. The processing can be done in real time and consumes lesser bandwidth compared to the digital signal. This becomes an advantage of the analog signal. Whereas in case of digital signal, it never gives any guarantee that the digital signal processing can be performed in real time. The analog signal doesn't offer any fixed range, whereas the digital signal has finite number, which is a 0 and a 1. So this gives us the comparison between the analog and the digital signals. Binary logic and logic levels. A logic statement is defined as a statement which is true if some condition is satisfied, and if the condition is not satisfied, it is false. So there are two types of logic levels, a positive logic and a negative logic. A positive logic, low voltage level will be represented by logic 0 and high will be represented by logic 1. Exactly opposite is your negative logic. A low voltage level represents logic 1, whereas a high is represented by logic 0. As you can see in the diagram, the 0 volt corresponds to logic 0 and plus 5 volts corresponds to logic 1 in case of positive logic. Whereas in case of negative logic, 0 volts corresponds to logic 1, whereas 5 volts corresponds to logic 0. You should now attempt MCQ set 2. Thank you.